Assalamualaikum. Hi guys, welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, I want to tell you about the classical music canon in D major by Johann Pachelbel. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Silvande Elia Kumala, Demographic and Civil Registration from University of 11 Maret. Table of contents of this presentation is the first biography of Johann Pachelbel, second is the history of canon in D major, and the last is the reasons why you should listen to canon in D major. Now let's start the first contents. The first content is biography of Johann Pachelbel. Johann Christoph Pachelbel or Johann Pachelbel was born in Nuremberg, Germany in August 1653, but the date of birth is unknown. His musical talent has stood out since childhood. Apart from attending school at St. Lawrence, he was sent to receive musical instruction from Schumer Heinrich and later George Caspar Wecker. In 1669, when he was 15, Johann Pachelbel continued his education at the University of Aalborg. In 1673, Pachelbel moved to Vienna to work as an assistant organist at St. Stephen's Cathedral. He spent 5 years in the city. While in Vienna, Pachelbel became acquainted with and influenced by the works of leading composers from across Europe. In 1677, Pachelbel gained a new position as an organist at the court of the Duke of Saxe-Eisenach. In 1678, Pachelbel moved to Erfurt and took up a post as an organist at the Predigerkirche. After 12 years in Erfurt, in 1690, Pachelbel was offered an advantageous position as an organist at the Stuttgart court. However, because of the war with France, Pachelbel did not stay here long. In the shadow of a French invasion, he left Stuttgart and went to Gotha. Here, Pachelbel found work as a municipal organist for the next 3 years. Then, in the summer of 1695, the city of Nuremberg offered him the position of organist at St. Sebaldus Kirche. Thus Pachelbel returned to his hometown and remained there until his death in 9 March 1706. Next to the second contents is a history of canon in the music. One of Johann Pachelbel's most famous and most remembered works of classical music lovers around the world is the canon in D major. The word canon here refers to a way or technique of playing musical rhythms in which a set of tones will be repeated continuously based on certain intervals. The main characteristic of a classical canon is that the music will have the same rhythm at the beginning of the song and will be perfectly separated in the middle of the song, so that it will give an impression of a continuous tone placement connecting one note to the other notes. Pachelbel created canon in D major around 1680. The history of canon in D was forgotten for nearly 300 years, until finally this classic work was first introduced to the public by Gustav Beckmann in 1919. Beckmann at the time incorporated this piece of work into his music article entitled Pachelbel's Chamber Music. Canon in D major itself was played for the first time in 1940 by Arthur Fiedler. Pachelbel actually created many of the classical pieces that were famous in his day, but most of them are now lost. The story of the journey in discovering the origins of canon in D was quite long, until finally researchers in the history of classical music discovered the Musikalisches Ergötzing. It is told that the Musikalisches Ergötzing is a classic manuscript that was found in the city of Berlin, where it reveals some of the classics that have been created by Johann Pachelbel in the past. In the manuscript, there are several pieces of song composition in which canon in D major is one of the pieces of the song composition that can still be saved. Currently, the original manuscript of the Musikalisches Ergötzing is still neatly stored in the Berlin State Library in Germany. The classical instrumental version of canon in D major is played with 3 violins and a basso continuo as an accompaniment and added by gig strings at the end of the song. This is the composition of the original instrument according to the notes written in the manuscript. The use of basso continuo in canon in D generally refers to several classical instruments that usually accompany the playing of the violin at that time, such as the cello, bass, flute, turbo, guitar, viol, harpsichord, harp, and so on. Before we start the reason why you should listen to canon in D major, I want you to see a video footage of canon in D major music orchestra. There have been many studies talk about the benefits and effects of listening to classical music in everyday life. The first is, learning to play classical music will contribute to a balance of sensitivity, self-expression, and passion. The influence of classical music is also very large on the person, brain, and physical development. Third, listening and playing classical music can actually stimulate a brain development. The next, classical music is believed to be able to improve one's learning ability, memory, and creativity. And the last is, clinically we will have cognitive abilities that tend to be better than others. Some people find the song of canon in D as a meaningful music to them, which they listen to in happy and sad times. Therefore, it is not uncommon for you to find canon in D major in a drama or film, which is used as a medium for conveying emotions that want to be conveyed to the audience, usually when narrating a story or a scene without a conversation. For example, you can find the song of canon in D major in the films My Sassy Girl, The Classic, and Kimi to Boku. I've been listening to this music since I was little, and I immediately liked this music even though I was very young. Canon in D major is my must playlist when listening to music. I listen to various versions of this musical composition and never get bored. Even nowadays, there are so many new music released, and when I get bored with them, I always come back to canon in D major. This music can be heard in any situations. This music is able to calm my heart, can also be a lullaby for me when I can sleep. Even when I'm happy, I also listen to this music. I highly recommend this music for you, because this song is very beautiful and famous. You must have heard it even if only once. So, there is nothing wrong with you listening to this music carefully and adding to some playlist if you like. It's final presentation from me. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.